Joining us from Zoo Tours, we have Rachel Patterson as well as Chris Beleskey. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having us again.
Love having you guys. And people also know you from your program Out and About right here on Rogers TV.
Yeah, Out and About in Simcoe County, yes.
And you're going to be doing that again this summer?
Third season.
Season 3.
Really?
Yes.
What to expect from you two?
We never know what to expect from
We
us.
don't even know. We know where we're going most of the time,
Yeah.
but even last season, we were going to one location, the truck broke down, so we just were on the side of the highway and we found all kinds of animals and insects.
Well, I think we have a clip that we're going to take a look at so people can have an idea what Out and About in Simcoe County is all about.
There it is. Coming back at you, Chris. Got it. Got it. You're welcome.
How about that? I can see the road from here. And we are kicking off this episode of Out and About in Simcoe County at Arda Bluffs.
What a snake! We did it.
We are, what, 30 feet off the main entrance on Mapleton?
Oh, she's
And
pretty.
that is one nice looking little garter snake.
And how do we know it's a garter snake?
Well,
Oh yeah, such a great little garden snake, but amazing. I mean, you guys would do anything to get the animal, to get the reptile.
we love animals.
Yeah.
And when we can find them outside in our own backyards, actually that one was right here in Barrie, but we're going to be up close to where you guys live in Oro this summer as well. And we did a show at Scales Nature Park, which is right up by you guys as
I
well.
actually hurt myself pretty bad.
I could imagine. I could imagine. But what I love is it doesn't matter what you guys find when it comes to your adventures. You know what it is and what it's all about.
Most of the time, we're pretty good. We've got help. I mean, everybody's got information. We got these from the Toronto Zoo,
Yeah.
and they have all of our different types of salamanders and newts. That's frogs, salamanders, and newts just in Ontario. We've got 17 different types of snakes and then 11 types of turtles as well. So even on the iPhones now, they have apps. So
Yeah.
if you don't know what it is and you find an animal, you take a picture of it, you can send it into Ontario Nature, and they ID it, they take the date, if you don't know what it is, they'll tell you. It's great. Citizen scientists.
Absolutely.
That's what we need more of, so they can make a difference. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, we're going to be talking more with you guys and checking out some of the really cool animals and reptiles that you brought for us today, but we're going to throw it over to Will, see what he's chatting about. Will?
Thank you very much, Mel. We are back here with Chris and Rachel from Zoo Tours as well. We have Carly and Taylor joining us too today from our school group. Now, Carly, you are very at home right now with this lizard. You're not nervous at all.
No.
Because to be honest with you, the first time, do you guys remember the first time that I was here and you were here? And I mean, I was a little more nervous with the lizards than Carly is being right now.
Nobody had ever said they were afraid of lizards before, and then we met you, and now you're very good with them. Yeah.
Well, you know, I'm trying. I don't know if I'm as fearless as these young ladies, but so who are we looking at right now?
Well, this one here, we call him Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon, and she is a Mallee-Eurymastix from Africa. So she is very personable. She's, well, as you can tell, when the girls first came up, she came up and she licked their hand, and she's just very comfortable around people. Some lizards are good that way. This one is really good. We got this from a friend of ours. She's now touring Europe, going to zoos and whatnot, and she wanted somebody that was going to be able to look after him. So we got her, and we set her up with another one of our lizards.
Get over here, Hope.
And then this one came in as well, and this is a whole different kind of lizard. This is a Sudan plated lizard. These ones aren't quite as friendly. They're fast, they scurry, and they are a whole different body design. It's like a torpedo.
Now, Chris, when you
Half of that's tail.
Oh, okay.
It's like a baby alligator.
Sort of, yeah.
Like a baby alligator. That's what you said, right?
There's one that looks like this. Is called an alligator skink, which is very similar. It looks even more like an alligator. But this, if you didn't know and you saw it on land and it was scurrying around, you might think, no, I'm not going to put my finger into that. It's an alligator.
Now, my question to you, Chris, is when you say not quite as friendly as maybe that Hope is over here, define that.
Well, that one doesn't bite. It
Okay.
eats crickets and mealworms, which are the little worms that will turn into beetles. And this one eats fruits and vegetables and mealworms as well. She's an enthusiastic hunter. She tries really hard to get crickets. This one just runs after them, and she will disappear down rocks. She's got a big enclosure at home. So, well, that one's actually a male. This one will disappear down holes kind of clumsily. This one is fast, and if you touch him, he jumps up on his back, like pushes up with his legs, which is startling, and he's just a whole different type of lizard.
Now, you yourself, Taylor, what do you think about Hope? Are you enjoying her right now?
Yeah, she's cute.
Yeah. Are you nervous at all?
No.
Or no, you're not nervous at all. Are there any animals or any insects out there that do kind of maybe startle you a little bit?
Spiders.
Spiders.
Spiders, yeah.
Spiders.
We normally bring a great big tarantula to our zoo tour shows as well, and we did one in Alliston yesterday, actually. And the kids came right up, and they were very close to it. We don't let them touch the tarantulas just in case, but they do very well. For animals that people like to touch, we end up with Bunker.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Chris and Rachel. We'll be back with more coming up on Daytime right after this. Don't you go anywhere.
Welcome back to Daytime. Got some new friends here, Zach and Emily. And of course, Chris and Rachel are here from Zoo Tours or out and about Simcoe County. Now, are you, Zach, yourself, you were like, snake, right? You like snakes?
Yeah, I have one of my own.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And you were wondering, because there's guinea pig out that, isn't he going to eat? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you were wondering, isn't the snake going to eat?
Always a good question.
Always a good question, yeah.
In case the guy in charge doesn't know what he's doing, I would always ask that same question.
So let's talk a little bit. Do you like these guys that are out here right now, Emily?
Yeah, I used to have a bunny.
Did you?
Yeah.
So you're familiar with bunnies. And Emily's actually, you're the reason that we're here today, and your school came here today, isn't it?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
I'm friends with Jen, and Jen hooked our school up.
Oh, fantastic. Jen hooked it up. She's our volunteer coordinator, Jen, of course. So let's talk a little bit about these two guys right here. Is that a newer addition, I see?
This one is, Bunker's been doing shows with us for 10 years with Zoo Tours, so we bring in all sorts of animals, lizards, snakes, and after 12 years of doing shows in Barrie, Bunker is still the most popular animal. Probably because you can carry him around like a little teddy bear. He's,
Oh my gosh.
he's basically a big suck. So he does really well, but only when he has a friend. So Bunker, his other friend just passed away last week,
Yeah.
and we got this little one for him, and his name is Cinnamon.
And Rachel, tell me a little bit about Cinnamon.
Cinnamon's about 4 weeks and 4 days old. And one of our friends got 2 guinea pigs from the pet shop.
Yeah.
They were supposed to both be boys. She got home, and a couple weeks later, one of the boys had some babies. So
So Brooke called and said, I have a guinea pig, and I'm looking for an extra cage, so we traded it up, and yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And they're buddies. Like, they hang out all the time,
yes,
right?
they are now. They're Bubblegum Fudge, our other guinea pig, was best friends with Bunker for 7 years, and she passed away 2 weeks ago. So Bunker started to go downhill because everybody
Lost
does
some
better
weight.
with a friend.
Yeah.
And because he's so much older, he's very used to having a buddy
Companionship, right?
around.
Yeah.
And so
The guinea
then,
pig just crawls right underneath
Yeah.
him, which also is how Bunker got his name,
Yeah.
because guinea pigs like to crawl underneath him.
So what do you think, Emily?
I like him.
Yeah?
He's soft.
He's very soft. Now, Zach, are you okay to handle the softies instead of the snakes, right? Just this segment?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, we're
I'm fine.
good. I knew you would be.
You'll put up with it, eh?
Yeah, exactly. But it's nice to have some of the kids that come on the show to like the reptiles as well. And
Yes.
it's a growing demand, reptiles.
There are more people now getting pet reptiles, and unfortunately, a lot of them don't get the information that they need or the proper facilities for them.
Yeah.
20 years ago, it used to be iguanas. People would buy baby iguanas for $25, and then these animals can get 6 feet long.
Right.
And you need proper lighting, proper heating, a cage. They didn't do it properly. So now, people are learning. The kids now are learning so much more, and hopefully when they do decide to get a pet,
Yeah,
they're prepared for it.
absolutely.
and the pets are living a lot longer. A lot of the questions we get are, how long does this live?
Yeah.
And now that we have better care for them, better veterinary care, better food, better everything is living longer.
Yeah.
So
And they're
you
not
know,
wild caught.
Yeah.
All our animals are captive bred.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Well, we're going to keep petting these lovelies and having fun with Zoo Tours over here. And we're going to throw it over to Will. Will? Thanks very much, Melissa. Oh, we got some little critters, of course, with Zoo Tours.
You have Cinnamon right now, right?
I know.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a little mom. So cute.
And sometimes you'll hear him just chatting away. Guinea pigs are from South America, and unfortunately, they're bottom of the food chain, so the natives eat them, and every other animal tries to catch it. It's basically a pork chop
Yeah.
with a little bit
Aw.
of fur. So they have to be very communicative. They talk to each other all the time, and they send off warning sounds. Every morning, now that he's with Bunker, I open up the
Oh,
fridge,
he's licking
and you hear
me.
this little...
He's licking me.
Oh, let's look at that.
I love it. I love you, Cinnamon.
I love the little sounds.
Yeah.
Little sounds are
They're very
absolutely
chatty that
adorable.
way.
We like animals that look like Chris. So we've got the hedgehog, we've got the guinea
well,
pig.
especially
Look at
Casper
that.
right
Yeah.
here, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about Casper.
So Casper came to us from somebody who got it as a pet for her nephew, and he figured out after about 6 days that he didn't really like it very much. If you don't get them when they're really young and work with them a lot, then they don't make good pets for kids.
Right.
When they're born, one this size, this one's a boy, but one this size could have 4 babies, and they're
Wow.
born with no quills for about 2 days. Really soft quills, makes it better for mom.
So is it about that training at those very early stages so
It
that
is.
they can become adaptable to your environment? Is that what it's about?
With us, we can work with them, and we're not too worried about getting our hands kind of prickled because it can control its quills just like a porcupine. They put them up or down, but they don't come out like a
So can I
porcupine
touch
would.
it?
Sure.
Careful, Will.
Stop that.
So
Blow in his ear.
this is actually African pygmy hedgehog
And albino, like
and albino. Yeah.
red eyes.
Yeah.
Which is unusual. A lot of people either really like them or they really don't, because the red eyes kind of freak people
them
out. But he does really well when he's out and he's looking for insects like crickets. But he also eats a formulated pellet food now for hedgehogs.
Okay.
So 20 years ago, you had to make up your own food. Now it's all available.
Are these two friends?
They've never actually seen each other before.
Oh, okay.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
That's
They've
our
never
pleasure,
seen each
again.
other. You guys get acquainted.